it up for Mr. Lavario.
Cardio, the bad boy, the dating game was good. So guys, listen, I need to tell you guys, when you're dealing with girls, you're trying to get some sex, you're trying to go out with chicks, you need to stop playing games with these women, all right? So what do I mean by this? A lot of times you guys think you gotta, do some pickup lines, you gotta, hang out with the girl and build rapport and all this other craziness. You think you gotta do all these extra steps and, you gotta go from A to Z in order to get a girl to sleep with you, in order to get a girl to date you, all this other stuff, right? And the thing is that a lot of times when you're dealing with girls, women, these chicks, they're going to be playing a lot of different games with you. You understand? They're gonna be basically wasting your time because they're attention whores. They're going to be trying to use you for dates, you understand, so you can take them out and spend money and attention on them and all this other stuff. So, these girls are going to be playing games, and then you're going to be playing these games with them because you think this is what you need to do in order to get them, right? But the thing is that when you do it that way, then you're basically messing up the game for yourself, and you're basically making it harder for you to really get things going, okay? Because this is the thing. When you're out here dealing with girls, you just need to figure out what the hell you want to do. You got to figure out, what you're about, and then you have to find girls who are going to cooperate. That's it. I keep bringing this cooperation shit up. You got to cooperate. These chicks got to cooperate with you, right? But I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. But what I want to say is that a lot of you guys end up dealing with chicks and you start to play these little games back and forth with them because you think this is what you need to do. So what happens is that when you're playing games, you're not really being yourself. You're not really being who you are and what you're about. You're just doing what you think you need to do in order to get her. You're doing what you think you need to do to be able to sleep with her. You understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of like this. Like, I remember I was watching this video on YouTube, and this shit was like ridiculous, where they was doing some prank where they were trying to like rent out an apartment, and it was like a nice apartment, a nice neighborhood. The rent was good, so all these people were calling in to apply to be in this apartment, right? So then what happened was he would get these white people to come to the apartment, and the dude that was renting it out, I guess the landlord or whatever, he was like a white dude. So these white people will come to this apartment, and they would look around the apartment, and he would talk to them and be like, yeah, you seem like a good candidate for this apartment, but I have this one stipulation. You can't invite any black people here because I don't want any black people in my house, right? So the people are looking at him like, what? Like, what the fuck is going on, right? So the thing was, the rent was so cheap and the apartment was so nice that some of these people who, looked like they didn't seem like they were racist people, right? But what happened was that they sort of just agreed with the landlord, like, okay, well, I won't invite any black people, right? So now what's happening is that these people who probably aren't racist, right, were being racist just to get this apartment. So they were doing what they felt they needed to do in order to get this apartment. You understand? Even though this is probably wasn't how they really are, right? So it's almost like they're in a situation, they put themselves in a situation where they've compromised who they were to get something. You understand? So this concept applies to when you're dealing with chicks. A lot of you guys are compromising who you are to get sex. You understand? You're playing games with chicks just to get sex. You're on a date with a girl. This girl's an idiot, and she's talking about something stupid, and you're just going along with it. You're smiling. You're smiling from ear to ear. You're just like, oh yeah, everything's great or whatever. You're agreeing with her and all this other stuff, but you're just doing that because you want ass. So you're basically, being who you're not to get ass. You feel what I'm saying? Now, there's certain situations where you don't really need to like go in and do all this other extra stuff, and you could just, chill and have sex with the girl or whatever. But the thing is that when you start to compromise who you are a lot to make this happen, then it becomes a habit when you're dealing with girls, and then you continuously start to compromise who the hell you are in order to get girls. You become a guy who's going to do whatever it takes to get women, even if it means lying, even if it means, you playing yourself, doing all this other goofy shit with the chick in order to get her. You understand? And sometimes you don't even get her, and then you went through this whole thing to try to get the chick. See, the thing you got to understand is this, is that when it comes to the game, you just need to understand who you are, and you have to find the chicks who are going to cooperate, but also you have to understand certain things about women. And if and the thing is, this is the thing, a lot of guys don't understand certain things about women, and which is the reason why you guys are playing games with them. You understand? This is the reason why you're with a chick and, you know, she's like, you know, doing goofy shit like flaking on you and you still calling her 2 or 3 or 4 times, still trying to get with her, and she's just playing games with you, or she put you in a friend zone and you stay there hoping that she'll like you. You do all this goofy shit with them. You're playing these games with them because you don't understand women and you don't understand yourself as a man. Now, the thing is that what women are actually attracted to are real men. You understand? And the things that, you know, you should be doing and the things that basically come natural to you, but you don't even realize it, are the masculine things that women like, and you wouldn't even have to play games if you understood this. So for example, you know, women like men who are assertive, aggressive, and who take charge, right? Now, a guy who's assertive, who's aggressive, who takes charge is not going to be sitting there giggling with some chick about stupidness. You understand what I'm saying? He's going to be like, listen, this is what it is. This is what I want to do. And either you're going to do this with me or you could get the fuck out of my face. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of guys don't have that type of boldness. They don't have that type of confidence to do that because they start off thinking that a woman or women in general aren't going to like them. So they're like, okay, well, you know, I have to do A, B, C, and D and, you know, cater to her and, you know, put up with her nonsense for a while and, you know, banter with her about stupidness and, you know, build this rapport and build this attraction and all this other goofy shit. And then you do this and then you make it harder for yourself because now the chick, she sees you and she knows that you're just sort of trying to cater to her to get ass. Instead of you being a guy who understands who he is, who is confident and says, listen, I'm talking to this girl and I'm evaluating her to see if she's cool enough to fuck with me, which is a totally different mindset than than being on the other side, on the opposite side of playing games with her. You feel what I'm saying? And doing all this other stupidness. Now, when we talk about cooperation, which all of you guys should understand, is that cooperation is about you meeting women who basically are going to make the shit easy for you. Do you understand? So what I mean by this is you have women who you'll approach, you'll talk to, you have a dialogue with them or whatever. You probably get the number, y'all exchange numbers, y'all set up a date, y'all hang out, y'all have sex, all this other stuff, and everything flows in a really easy way. There's no like, oh, well, you know, she's acting funny or she's, you know, giving you the runaround or she's flaking and all this other goofy shit. See, you're so used to that, you think that's the norm, but the thing is you need to be looking for cooperation. And the thing is that in order to get that cooperation, you have to talk to more girls to see the girls that you're going to connect with who's going to give you that cooperation. See, when you're dealing with women, you can deal with women who are going to give you a hard time, who's going to be attention whores, and you can probably still get sex from them. You can, right? Or on the flip side, you can deal with chicks who are cooperating, who are making it easy for you, and you're going to get sex from them. It's just like anything else in life. Like, you know, you're going to do a certain thing. So you're going to want to get chicks, right? You're going to want to sleep with girls, date them, whatever it is. That's something that you want to happen. So you're basically going to, you know, make it happen in some sort of way, right? So it's sort of like, let's say, for example, you're going to work. You want to make money, right? You want to make money and eat, so you're going to work, right? But the difference is you have people who work in jobs that they fucking hate and it sucks. And then you have people who have jobs that they love. You understand what I'm saying? They love going to work, or they have their own business. They love what they're doing, and they love what they're doing while they're making money. Then you got the people who hate what they're doing, even though they're making money. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing where, okay, well, you know, I'm getting these chicks, but what am I really going through to get with them? Do I have to play all these games to get with them? Or am I finding women who cooperate? Right? It's the same thing like, let's say you're eating food. You're going to have to eat food at some point, right? Now you can eat some food that's disgusting and tastes like crap, right? But then you can eat some food that's enjoyable, that feels good, that just really tastes delicious in your mouth, right? So the thing is, you're going to do the activity of eating food regardless, but how are you doing it? How are you interacting with that situation? You feel what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you know, everybody's going to sleep, right? You're going to sleep at some point, but you can sleep on a hard ass fucking floor right here, or, you know, some futon that's fucked up, or you can have a nice comfortable ass bed that you can sleep in, right? So now when we take it back to women, you're going to try to fuck regardless. You're going to try to get some girls regardless. But do you want an uncooperative, ridiculous, annoying bitch? Or do you want to deal with a woman who is cooperative, who actually respects you, and who is going to, do what she should be doing, which is, being cooperative, right? So this is my point. My point is that a lot of you guys are out there, you're playing all these games with women, and you are making it harder for yourself when you're dealing with these girls. You understand? You're making it harder for yourself in the game. And then what's going to happen is, which happens to a lot of guys when they're playing all these games with women, is that you start to get sick of it. You start to get a bad taste in your mouth for the game. Just like if you're going to work and you're working at a shitty job, you're just going to be like, oh, I don't even feel like fucking doing this shit, right? So, but the thing is, versus someone who loves their job, they can't wait to get up in the morning, or they got their own business, they can't wait to get up and make this happen. Right? So the thing is that the more you're dealing with chicks and playing games and, smiling and grinning with all their bullshit, right? It's going to make you more annoyed when it comes to the game. You feel what I'm saying? So, you guys got to understand that, don't play these games with these chicks. You see, there's a difference between you, indirectly going up to a girl, asking her about something to start a conversation. That's cool. But then playing games with her would be her talking about something totally stupid, like, I don't know, Rihanna's last album, and you don't give a fuck about Rihanna's last album, but you'll sit there and talk to her about Rihanna's last album for a half an hour because you think, oh, I'm building rapport with her so I can have sex with her later. You see what I'm saying? You're playing fucking games with these chicks. Look, you see her, like, look, you're cute. Give me your information. We're going to hook up. I'll holler at you later. Peace. That's it. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below so you can send me a question and I'll do a video on it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.